Ladies, gentlemen, good evening. How are we doing today? It's a little late in the day. Everything is just going to be kind of off rip here. I just kind of threw this all together. We'll clean it up as it goes. Haven't been around in a while, but I wanted to get this going. I wanted to talk about this situation with everybody that's going on as far as the Infinity people and everything like that, because I mean, I'm not a perfect example to talk about it, but I am an outside party looking in. I'm not special, I'm not famous, I'm not rich. So I'm just a regular everyday person talking about all this shit. And we are going to be reacting to Andrew Tate and Stieny's interview, but also to add a little caveat, we're watching Sneako's video because he's a big factor in this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rip it because we'll just do it and we'll start talking about it and do what we gotta do and react to everything that we need to do. Sorry you lost me there. Sorry. 1 second. All right, here we go, boys. Stieny's video, Stieny's interview with Tate, Sneako's video. You got it? Good? Let's go.
Jews, slam on prize. King Jew. Aiden Ross is King Jew. You can't take that title. You have not earned it yet.
You're Jewish?
You knew this.
And never gamble.
That's why you're here, damage control.
No, no.
Is that not why you're here, for damage control?
No.
Right off rip, I hate Stieny. I think he's a little weasel, little bitch. But it's this whole situation with Andrew and Sneako and everybody that happened. Man, I gotta say that the first interaction that they had at the guy's house was totally good. It was very happy, very good for society, very good for young gentlemen. What happened afterward, as far as these guys turning into little high school drama bitches, unfortunately, put a bad name out for everybody. Everybody's just fucking whining and showing their true characters. Sneako, Andrew Tate, the only person that really I enjoy Clav. He's still about the same to me. I still enjoy him, but the person that actually came out positive in my mind at all of this, Myron. Myron is just over and over again proving himself, gaining my respect, and he practices what he preaches. I'm not going to try to talk too much because what do we got? An hour and 30 minutes? Probably not going to watch all this because I can't deal with Sneako, or not Sneako. Sneako gets on my nerves. And they're going to whine. They're just going to whine and bitch about each other, and then Stieny's going to poke the bear. Anyways, let's keep playing. Sorry.
No.
There's no other reason you'd agree to do this.
No. Steiny, you and I are old friends. If you think I'm here for damage control,
I'm going to clean everything up too as we go.
I know you're not here for that. I know.
I have no damage control.
I just kind of fired it up
to try and partake in. Firstly, because that's not how I operate.
Right away, Stieny. Well, I thought you were going to attack me. You little fucking bitch. Shut up.
Right. Secondly, I didn't put on the song.
Right.
And if the world's upset that I said I didn't put it on, well, that's their problem.
Okay.
I'm happy being the bad guy.
We heard you, Andrew.
I've been the bad guy my whole life.
They don't apologize. Like being.
Thank you,
If you're the
Sneako.
bad guy, then why are you going on a coke tour?
Well, we're coming after you too, Sneako.
You know, people go on world tours.
Positive criticism here, boys.
To visit all these tour dates and everything. He has tour dates to apologize on Jew podcasts.
Well, you're doing the same thing.
Then own it and just say it's a song. Don't bend.
So the other night with Sneako standing outside the door for brand risk, and I don't know, Sneako. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Under no pressure. Don't fold and apologize to PBD. Okay, I'm a numbers guy. Okay, Andrew. The song was offensive. Okay, and I'm a numbers guy. Okay, this is if you need money, this is gonna hurt you. Don't fold.
I don't give a f- like me, dislike me. I don't care who turns on me. None of that matters. I've always been the bad guy. But I'm not here for damage control. Okay. I've explained the scenario over and over again. Would you like me to start again?
Well, let's make
No,
one clear.
please. We all heard it 10 times. Please.
I'm the bad guy too. Do you not think so?
Why are you the
No,
bad guy?
you're a
Wanna give up
bitch.
that villain, like, stay away
No,
from this
you
guy,
don't.
like,
No, you don't.
intimidation? At all.
A little bit.
Somebody needs to punch this fucking little fat kid in the face. Just because he can suck a dick and fucking kiss ass. He blows Gabe on full send. We all think this, bro. We all know who you are, Stieny. You didn't gain anything. You just fucking stuck up people's asses. And like, you're what, 5'2", and you got lucky. That's it. All right, keep it going.
Stay away from this guy. I mean, if we're gonna follow the Matan Evans show when that girl screamed in your face, you could say that. I don't know. Is Stieny the villain? Is Stieny the real brand risk?
Oh,
No.
seriously. I'm more of a villain than a hero, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Yeah, there you
let's
go.
go through
Good
the
job,
situation
Andrew.
because
Are you actually Jewish?
yes,
Dude, his name is Aaron Steinberg. He's lying already. You knew this. He knows this. Why is he? You know why he's lying is because he doesn't want to make it seem like he's going on all the podcasts.
Sorry, Sneako. I gotta. So Andrew is I have respect for Andrew still. What's happening with Andrew is kind of the same dynamic that's happening with Sneako. Sneako is just getting back on platforms. Sneako is just getting back to mainstream, and Andrew is as well. Andrew was exiled and he was the extreme villain. Now he's just playing a little damage control too. He's just playing it safe. He doesn't want to just lean fully into it because he already did that shit and it didn't really work out that well. It got him stuck in Romania. And then Sneako is sitting over here just looking back on from the side, whining too. But everybody will be everybody. I think that I don't think it's gonna settle anything, but like they should just go in a parking lot and all just square off with each other because this is not getting anywhere. I mean, it's views, it's selling, it's working. I gotta stop talking so much. What are we, 3 minutes in? Jesus.
Podcasts run by Jews to cover up and to do damage control when they're calling him an anti-Semite.
is that okay with you?
You know what? World? Yes.
There we go. There we go.
It's
That's a step in the right direction.
It's okay with me. No, but it's always been okay with me.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I mean, like, who gives a f-? Like, having disagreeable views about the government of Israel and saying that committing a genocide is absolutely disgusting and that they have too much control over the American government, ADL is completely unchecked. All of these things are different than I
Don't
hate
steer, of
every
course.
single Jewish person on the planet.
Absolutely.
They're different
100%.
things. They're different things.
And speaking on that, I think that's
My input on this whole the whole Hail Hitler song thing. Come on, people. You guys are blowing it way out of the fucking proportion. It's not that big a fucking deal. It's a song. Whatever. Move on. Nobody is actually a fucking Nazi, okay? Nobody. Everybody just uses these vocabulary words and they're way out of line. They don't even know what they mean anymore. It's a totally lost feeling.
the perception of
Meaning.
the common folk is that when people speak on those topics, they put everybody together. So that's why there's so much anti-Semitism right now. As you've said, you've seen recently, you talked to Bradley about it, and you said it's way too high right now.
Yeah, I mean, but also, there's a lot of stupid people who believe that if you are unhappy with Israel, you should be prepared to not talk to any Jewish person ever again.
Very, very slim few people actually know what's going on over there. I don't. I personally don't. And if he can go ahead and talk whatever he's got to talk to and say what he's got to say, but it's just not, that's not why we're here, Andrew. It's not why we're here.
Be a genuine anti-Semite, and we should fire up the gas chambers. And then there's a lot of...
This is the same cope we heard in this entire world tour. It's the same
Yep.
playbook. I don't
Yep.
know who on his team told
Script.
him this. Nobody's saying fire up the gas chambers. Nobody's saying kill anybody. Like, nobody is advocating for that. And for him, he starts every show by saying this to try to paint a new narrative. And
Yeah.
what it's really doing is putting, because he's placing the blame on me, he's insinuating that that's what I'm saying. And
Not
no,
yet.
My community is called Love Speech. No, we don't want to put people. What are you talking about? When have I ever said that?
Sneako. Keep going with the task at hand, Sneako.
Alban Preach want to talk to you.
Don't do it.
I heard about that.
Don't do
but
it.
I know that they have
Don't do
an
it.
issue with Myron. And although people are saying, I saw people in the community are saying, you know, there's double standards because they're putting out hit pieces on the Fresh Info channel about me. You know, so the fact that I'm not doing that. So I'll speak to Myron and see what he thinks.
Yes, good idea.
But-
Good job. Good idea.
Yeah.
stupid Jewish people who say that criticizing the Israeli government is anti-Semitic, which is causing this.
Yeah.
They're causing it by saying this ridiculousness. If I criticize Keir Starmer, and trust me, it's all I ever do. If I criticize the British government, do I hate English people?
No.
No, of course not. But the English person is not going to say, you criticize Keir Starmer, so you hate all English people. He's going
Right.
to say, you hate the English government. So all this conflation is coming from both sides. Truthfully, you know, what I will say is that everybody says the Jews have a lot of power in America, and where I've been living in Romania and Dubai for so long, I mean, I believed it, I knew it, I studied it, I talked about it, I
I'm
understood
noticing
all of
it
these things.
firsthand
The
too,
fact that
just
I went to
living
a
every
nightclub
day.
and somebody else played a song, and it's become an international incident, just proves that
So this
it's
is
ridiculous.
This is what I want to say about that. I saw you and Tristan in the clip. I've known you guys now for 5 years. We met in Croatia, which is crazy to think about.
Steiny's got no fucking room. He backpedaled too. He tried playing right along with him and everything with the everybody go write a bad review, $1,000. He shouldn't have done that, and then he backpedaled and was like, oh, I was kidding. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't.
You for sure knew I was Jewish, probably by the way I looked, my size, my unathletic ability.
Like Sneako said,
But
Aaron
you
Steinberg.
were
More
enough-
money,
Yeah, exactly. But you guys were so
Daddy's
respectful
money.
to me every single time I'd met you, whether it was in Croatia, Dubai, back here in America. So when I saw that clip, you guys did look out of place. But with that being said, you still all did agree to group together and do the stream. So
Well, yeah,
that was obviously a possibility that something could go wrong.
I don't think so. I actually think the lesson here for me, because I'm a full-grown man, I'm always trying to draw lessons from it. My lesson here is not anything to do with internet or what they think or comments or people's opinions of me. My lesson doesn't come from the song. My lesson doesn't come from the backlash, none of those things. My lesson here is to stick to my morals about avoiding.
Could someone send me the link when he was talking on the podcast last year about how apologizing would sell him out? How apologizing is what they want. We watched it yesterday.
People. There's a particular person in that group who everyone's saying I sold out. His name is Sneaky, and he's a piece of, and he deliberately did something to get clicks for his views, not understanding it's going to put me in jail. And why should I hang around with people who will put me in jail for their clicks? Would you hang around with someone who would do something which is going to put you in a...
You invited me to the party.
These are two grown men, just wah, wah, wah. This guy, he did it, not me, him, and like Andrew's showing a very, very, very shallow, like part of him, and then Sneako's feeding right into it. But I mean, it's all clicks and views, but it's not though, because they're genuinely upset with each other, and maybe it's like a man crush, not a man crush, like not in a gay way or anything like that, but they're both like they just want to prove themselves, I guess, prove themselves that they're not wrong.
Dude, like you said it should come. You told Clav that, yeah, and then you were nothing but nice in person. You said you wanted to do a video. You said you were friends. You said there was no issue. And then you go to all these podcasts, and it's a completely different tone. It's just so...
else they can get views on the internet.
No, honestly, I thought you might be doing something to me when you were pulling up here, but now I know you're in here, I feel okay.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that's just a piece of move.
Well, you guys have been...
But that doesn't make... that kind of person's not your friend. You don't owe them any kind of loyalty at all.
Right.
They're a bad person. And
So he's saying the reason that he's justified in
Sneako, you
snaking...
need to learn the truth about Hitler, the Holocaust, and the Nazi Party. The Holocaust was a myth slash
got talk to
World War
speech
II
on.
propaganda. Hitler banned
Yeah, we might have to go past
individually,
this. We don't need a
famous
fucking
on the
history
cloud.
lesson right now, bro. We
That's
don't
true.
need it.
AI
Oh,
is
my bad,
stealing.
I'm sorry.
Me and do this, and
I actually think the lesson here for me, because I'm a full-grown man, I'm always trying to draw lessons from it. My lesson here is not anything to do with internet or what they think or comments or people's opinions of me. My lesson doesn't come from the song. My lesson doesn't come from the backlash, none of those things. My lesson here is to stick to my morals about avoiding.
can someone send me the link when he was talking on the podcast last year about how apologizing would...
Why should I hang around with people who will put me in jail for their clicks? Would you hang around with someone who would do something which is going to put you in a...
You invited me to the party, dude. Like you said it should come. You told Clav that, yeah, and then you were nothing but nice in person. You said you wanted to do a video. You said you were friends. You said there was no issue. And then you go to all these podcasts, and it's a completely different tone. It's just so...
That's because what happened afterwards, Sneako. It happened afterward. The way you handled everything, the way you everybody just kind of turned on everybody and kind of pointed the finger. And it wasn't prior to that. He was fine. He was copacetic. Everything was good. It was just the way you guys handled it afterward.
So they can get views on the internet.
No, honestly, I thought you might be doing something to me when you were pulling up here, but no.
Steiny's trying to make it about himself. He's trying to put himself right in the middle of this thing, and he might. But I don't know when did this come out? Because I'm sure he got backlash for this shit. I hope people made fun of his ass.
I know you're in here, I feel okay.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, that's just a piece of move.
Well, you guys have been...
But that doesn't make... that kind of person's not your friend. You don't owe them any kind of loyalty at all.
Right.
They're a bad person. And
So he's saying the reason that he's justified in
Sneako, you
snaking...
need to learn the truth about Hitler.
We're gonna
the
zip through this
Holocaust.
because we don't need to. Sneako knows what the fucking Holocaust is.
Shit's over. It happened. Let's focus on what's happening right now.
I agree.
You say, oh, Hitler was this, Hitler was that. Whatever. It's over. He's dead. The Nazis are done. Doesn't exist. Germany's
Right.
different. World War II is over.
Yep.
Regardless, it's like harping on the flat Earth forever.
Kicking a
Even
dead
if the
horse.
Earth is flat. How does that change your life? It doesn't. So let's talk about what's affecting our lives now. What we could use our influence and our voice for now. Right? We're
Correct.
getting subverted by Israel. All of our money's going there. They're trying to bring us into war with Iran. Let's talk about what's relevant. This is just like these conversations, these schizo conversations, they don't push the needle. They don't benefit anything.
Karma will deal with him. And I should have known better. When Clav and Nick said, we want to bring Sneako, I said 5 times, I don't like him, he's weird. And I was proved right. So the lesson here is to stick to my morals and avoid pieces.
There was something that happened when Andrew lived in Romania and Sneako went to his house. Something weird happened. He's not saying it out loud yet, but I'm sure he's got it in his back pocket ready for when Sneako pulls out his main card or his secret weapon. Something happened.
He's going to have to live the rest of his life insignificant.
Is he the only person to blame in the situation?
I don't know if it's about.
If I'm insignificant, you wouldn't be on a podcast tour justifying snaking me. If I'm insignificant, then this wouldn't be an issue.
Well, because you're the one talking about him. Nobody else is. Clav is not talking about him. Myron's going about his business, and the other Waller, he's not even around, so it doesn't matter. You're the only one talking about it, and then he's feeding into it. And I'm sure you're getting asked to go to do these podcasts and everything. I mean, but maybe you're not going because I don't know.
When you talk about something pressing, you could talk about Minneapolis. You could talk about war in Iran. You could talk about so many. You could talk about
He will eventually. I'm sure he's just getting his foot in the door.
the Matrix. But the reason you're doing this is because I am significant, is because I have influence, because people are turning
You do.
to you.
You do.
The reason that you block me is because I'm racing you at every post. Because you're coping for the fact that everybody's calling me Top G now.
Why don't, this is the podcast that's going to kick ass. It would be YouTube, one-on-one, bang, with a mediator in the middle. I'm trying to think of who it could be. Somebody that's very good at interviewing. I think maybe like Bradley Martin or something. Someone you guys are both both okay with, that could just control everything, but mainly you two talking.
I'm Top G.
It'll happen. You're not
That's
Top G.
significance. I'm not even the person. I don't care about viewers. I don't care about money.
Yes, you
This
do.
stuff doesn't matter to me. Yes, it career-wise, but the ultimate goal is something much bigger. Right? But you doing this is like, okay, I'm more famous, so it's fine. He's a bad person, so I could snake him. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. You didn't have that energy to my face. Everybody saw it. Everybody's seeing that you're fraudulent. This is what a snake is.
Sneako.
Blame. I don't blame. I'm saying that I wanted to avoid that particular person.
This is what happens when two people just talk, and don't talk to each other. Has there been one sentence or one text or one call exchange between you two? I was like, Sneako, I like you. I do. And Andrew's not here for me to talk to you. And I'm not talking to you either, but you're reacting to every single clip that he does. I haven't seen Andrew really react to any clip that you did. Because all you're doing is reacting to him. You just got to back off a little bit, Sneak. You know?
He was the one to put on the song.
And now, again, I wanted to avoid him, but you didn't, guy. You didn't. You told me to come. You're retracting consent right now. It's like, just like the girls that are accusing you of human trafficking. They'll sleep with you and say, I regret it, so I retract consent, and now it's great. No, that's not how it works. You agreed to it. Sorry. That's not how it works. You invited me. You enjoyed the song when it was there. You were turning up. Tristan was having a fucking blast when it was playing. And now it's the worst thing ever, and you apologize. That's not how it works.
And Sneako keeps jumping back and forth too. Like, I don't know. I mean, I do enjoy Sneako as a content creator. He's just getting back in. He's very intelligent, and he has great views, great ideology. But this is like just the high school drama, man. Like, you guys gotta stop.
Works.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying. It's like, oh my God, guys, stop.
He's been the one kicking up a fuss ever since. He's the one who keeps.
And here I go. I'm sitting here reacting to it. So I guess the pot calling the kettle black a little bit. Whatever.
You know, making these clips.
Just giving my views and input from the outside.
This whole subject to me is boring.
Yeah.
It's been 12 days. Like, who gives a.
Right.
But yeah, the lesson here for me is avoid piece of people, and he can continue to make his streams and insult
How
me
old
and
are
say
you?
what
You
he wants
should
to
know
say,
that.
and I'll continue
Let
to
him
be
go.
a big important.
Again, and then he goes on more. He can insult me and do this and do content. You're doing content about it. You're insulting me. You just called me a piece of shit. And then, but he's gonna.
Myron is such an idiot. He calls people stupid, yet because of his antics he ruined everyone's friendships.
Not true. Not true. Not true at all. Myron stands on his own grounds, stands on business, and practices what he preaches. Myron, like I said at the beginning of this, is the ultimate Top G now. Andrew has slipped down, way down. Andrew is very intelligent as well, and he's lived a life, and he does make sense when he talks. But Myron has honor, has morals, and he has looked out for everybody. I haven't heard him really talk to, but he defended Sneako to everybody, and he did not give a fuck what anybody said. Anybody. Not one person, because he doesn't lie, and he doesn't grift, and he speaks what he says and how he feels. So he doesn't have to fucking lie. He doesn't have to say what he justify what he says.
And put all you guys in this situation. Bro
He
needs to
didn't.
learn how to read the room. Try.
He didn't. Everybody put everybody in this situation. Everybody is to blame. if you watched the live stream with Sneako and Clav and them invited Myron, which happened to come in, and everybody just happened to fall in. It's like all the things that ingredients came, and then the nuclear bomb went off. It was a matter of time. You put that many fucking dicks and that many egos in one place, something's bound to happen.
No, Myron's not stupid. Myron's not stupid.
Not at all.
There's something to say about professionalism and optics.
Things in big business
Not
and
when
being
he,
one of the most well-known people
not when he talks like how he is. Myron, that is Myron's business.
on the planet.
Yeah.
And our paths will go different ways, and I'll matter and he won't. And he can sit there in his little New York apartment.
So my last comment on
I'm in Miami, little bro. You live in Romania, which is a third world country, and
Yeah, that is the thing. That Andrew, is he American? Is he an American citizen? Like he always. It's confusing, man. It's confusing.
you're gonna talk. New York City is extremely expensive. I live in my apartment in Manhattan. Is a penthouse, is a balcony. It's like
You're doing well. You're doing well. I live in upstate New York, and it's very expensive up here, but it's nothing compared to the city.
I'm rich. You're broke. I'm wealthy in what matters. I'm wealthy in principle,
Is he
I'm
playing
wealthy.
his card?
in my morals, in my beliefs, and what's right.
I think so, right?
That's why I'm top G. Top G
Facetious?
has nothing to do with
Yeah, he is. Okay.
money. Has nothing to do with status. This stuff. Being top G is about what's in here, heart. That's why you're doing this Cope tour.
Maybe yes.
And if this is what makes you who you are, if money and status and wealth and fame, first off, it's not 2022 anymore, little bro. It's not. Cobra, it's not. It's you don't have the influence that you once.
Sneako is correct. Andrew is on his descent, and he's trying to grab back on irrelevancy.
Had. Everybody knows it. I'm not going to say you fell off because I don't like that rhetoric, but it's just, let's be real, it's not the same anymore. Back then,
agree.
you would have been on the Nelk Show. Now you're with Stieny by himself. I like
Good point.
Stieny. This is the side podcast compared to Full Send.
Full send
It's
ain't
not
even
the
full
same
send
rhetoric.
anymore.
If this is 2022, you'd be having this conversation on Joe Rogan. Like, and now you're at the point
Somebody does need to go on Joe Rogan, but he probably don't give a shit about all this either.
you're going to probably
I want to see Asmongold on Joe Rogan.
up on the Matan Evans show. You're gonna do a podcast with Tyson Hockley instead of Joe Rogan. No disrespect, but it's a difference.
well on that topic is you're included in the ban from every club and restaurant in Miami?
No idea.
You don't know?
I don't
And
know.
if you are, is that a problem
Nobody besides Steiny goes to those places anyways.
for you?
I did the
Firstly,
Tyson
I
show.
don't.
But what a shallow fucking thing for Miami to do, man. Holy shit. Not only do they overcharge everybody around the area with everything, they just let known drug dealers operate in there. They let girls get done whatever they're done to them, but yet they're going to get mad about that. Come on, what a fucking double standard, man. That's embarrassing for the whole Miami as a whole. Like, what the fuck, man? I guess Jewish people really do rule the world. They're really showing their true colors, and I guess they're pulling their little fucking uncircumcised dicks out.
Think I am
Like a
because
kid.
I think they said that because they don't want streams like that taking place anymore, and I think they know that if a
You know how much popularity it brought to that fucking club, man?
lot of those people go into those establishments, they're going to be streaming and causing problems, etc. If me and my brother, without any of them, turn up to a restaurant or a club, I'm sure it's going to be 100% fine.
Yeah.
And so you can also hear the grave mistake that he made, and that the Coping 4-1, they should have just said we should turn the song off in the van, right? Even though it's a van, it's America, but their egos are too big.
Did they really know that they were pulling up to the club at the time that they were? I thought they were all just having a good time. Myron put on Sneako put on the song, and Myron loved it because Sneako was trying to make everybody have a good time. Before the backlash of the night afterward, everybody was having a good time. Everybody was talking, smiling, having a good time. Even you had Nick Fuentes there, the most radical person of you all. Well, Myron's up there too. But does anybody even remember he was there? Like, holy shit.
And the second one was that they never respected me. Andrew and his brother never respected me. Some people
Because something happened at his house that was strange. And maybe you need to address it before he does. Is it really that weird? I don't know, man.
say it's a jealousy thing. Maybe they just thought I was this young, irrelevant streamer. Doesn't matter. But
Something weird happened. I can't put my finger on it, and I'm not going to insinuate, but something weird happened.
The disrespect was a grave mistake because
Because you wouldn't be so emotional about this either, bro. If something weird didn't happen out there.
was a great ally, but also could have been a good person to keep within their circle, right? Because I saw an alignment. I saw a similar fight. When he called me up, when I got banned everywhere, largely in part to supporting them, he said, if I'm Morpheus, you could be Neo. We're going to fight big tech. We're going to go in the Nebuchadnezzar.
He does do a good impression of Andrew Tate.
Nebuchadnezzar or whatever. He's making all these Matrix analogies and stuff. I'm like, yeah, we're fighting the fight. We're going to go fight against the Matrix. We're not going to apologize. I believe in all this. I believed in then and I believe in it now. I haven't changed that. I could have been a very good ally. When they went to jail, I was the Gen Z streamers sticking up for them. I was the one speaking up when they went to jail, which I thought was unjust. But it was never reciprocated. And that's fine, but that was a grave error. Their lack of respect there. And I think the jealousy was maybe they saw somebody younger coming up who could replace them, but that wasn't my intention. I'm not here to replace. I'm not trying to do a great replacement. I wanted to be.
I have to gather everything, but I'm thinking that you're thinking this way about him, and he was probably thinking the same way about you, that maybe you got the opportunity to go out there with him. He lent you a helping hand, and then maybe you were too attached and you wanted to be too much of his Morpheus, or you too much of his Neo to Morpheus, and he just got annoyed. You were like the little brother that just never fucking left. Hey, what are you doing, Andrew? Hey, Andrew, where are we going? Where are we going tonight? What are we doing? I'm assuming you're like that, but I can't come to conclusions yet. I'm just making assumptions.
Be on the same team. I saw the same fight. So instead of allying, they chose to, they followed their own ego. They said, this guy's stupid, he's gonna fall away. And they really showed their hand in this matter when they tried to snake me for this, when Tristan called and said it was Sneako who played it. When Andrew's going on this apology tour and blaming me, insulting me. That was amazing, and it shows that.
I mean, they are throwing you under the bus, and I guess if somebody had to go down with the ship, they didn't want it to be them.
It shows that he's saying it here.
But nobody's talking about Tristan, because Tristan's just quiet about it all. But Sneako is coming back up, and he's coming back up fast. So I guess he does have to speak on it, and it is working, I suppose. I mean, I enjoyed the streams that Sneako and Clav had together. I enjoyed watching them. They had great chemistry. They were very, very good. And here we go. That probably was the same dynamic you and Andrew had, but you probably tried to thrust yourself in the middle of Andrew and Tristan, and those guys have been together their whole entire lives, and you're never gonna do that. But if you just stop, like you look at Clav now. Clav's just all alone. Clav's getting himself into trouble at brand risk, not in trouble, but he's doing some weird stuff, and he needed you, Sneako. You're veering off path. I think you need to stick to Clav. Clav and you could rule the streaming world, really. You just got to be a little bit careful walking around Miami 19 times downtown. You're gonna. It's a good idea though. It was a great stream.
He's going to be irrelevant in 10 years. The difference between me and Andrew Tate is when he keeps saying like, oh, he does his apartment, he does his arty farty videos, which he has to be in. Is that I came up, and before even the red pill,
Hold on. He must have watched Myron's video the other day, because Myron said he thought, because he wore the face mask to brand risk, he thought he was just an arty farty type deal guy who wore the face mask, but he did it so that Twitch streamers didn't get banned. And I'm sure he'll get to that situation. We'll talk about it. What do we got? An hour and a half still?
Before I started streaming, I had 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm not saying this to flex, these are the facts. I became somebody through art. I came somebody through my videos and my content and my work.
Yeah.
People resonated with me. People love what I do. That's a fact. Andrew and Tristan came up through cam girl work.
Everybody came up their own way, Sneako. Everybody feels the same way about themselves that they feel about themselves. Like you feel the same way about you as he does about him. You guys all put in work, okay? Whether it was this way or that way, you guys put in good work. Like you guys are rich and famous.
Through OnlyFans, pornography, this stuff. That's how they became who they were. This is not an insult, these are the facts. And so there's a karmic conundrum there. There's maybe a sense of guilt. That throughout my 20s, and even beforehand, I started YouTube when I was 13 years old. I grew making something. They made their millions, which they're now bragging about, saying that they're so much richer. They made their wealth through cam girls and casinos and real estate, but essentially it was the cam girl, the cam girl operation. That's how they made a bunch of money. And I never, you know, I don't criticize them for that and stuff. Obviously, I don't promote that because they did change, but this is how they came up. And I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the comparison, right? Comparison is the thief of joy. That's how you get your ego involved. That's how you get jealousy involved. I didn't have to do that. I don't have to take the gambling deal. I didn't have to sell my soul.
They're going to be like, the Tates, they're good. Are they with the clowns? No, okay, they're good.
My biggest thing
Give them
about
the 5
them when I
subs,
saw the
that'd
clip
be-
of them playing
appreciate
the
it.
song in the club is that you understand that 75% of the money being spent probably is by Goldberg and Finkelstein.
I don't know.
Okay, well, it's probably.
Well, I didn't know that. None of that crossed my mind. When the song came on, I was just like, yeah, whatever.
I think you can agree when the song came on, the 42 bottles weren't ordered at that moment because all the Jews stopped turning up. You can't turn up to Hail Jewish, right? We can agree on that.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know the everyone's saying Jews run Miami. Bro,
There's just a lot of them.
Bro, I've been in jail.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know how
I'm just
many
a guy.
Jews were in that
You know
club.
what? I'm just a guy. I've been through a law.
Yeah.
I was in Barbados. I went to Miami to see one of my friends.
It's a fucking song,
Nick and
man.
Clav said, let's do this stream. I'd never met Nick or Clav before.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed cool. They begged to bring a dipshit. The dipshit caused a mess. I just stood there and played along, not to be the
The dipshit, this. And they keep saying, you see, they're also trying to play the both sides on Clav and Nick. Or they'll say like Clav's cool, Nick's cool, because they want their audience. They want the young white male audience. Another reason why they thought they could stake me. I'm the brown Muslim. I'm the rapper.
This group that formed that night, if they didn't do this right here, they could literally come together and rule the fucking world. Because they're so diverse. They're from every which way. They all have kind of the same views, same ideologies, but they all represent different ones. And if they just didn't do this afterward and they stuck together after everybody blamed everybody, you guys literally, I mean, you could compete for maybe like 2032 presidency. You guys really could rule the world. And you're great for young men. You guys are great for young men, each and every one of you, because you're intelligent, you guys are well spoken, and you know what you're saying. And these young men nowadays, they don't know shit. And they listen to you guys.
According to Piers Morgan. So I don't have the target demo. The target demo for right-wing people, the red pill shifted from
Guys are all right-wing
to now right-wing. You want the young white men. So they're not going to snake Nick and Clav because they carry that audience. They got the Wang halves on their side. They'll snake me. I'm the brown Muslim guy, like, you know, getting Muslim viewers and stuff like that.
That's not true. Not true.
But that's not as valuable. But you can see that they don't they don't.
Every viewer is valuable. Black, white, yellow, purple. It doesn't have to be white like this. Everybody has to stop doing the color bullshit. And it's not like that anymore in this world. It's not 1960, 1970. It's just not.
I don't actually like Clav and Nick. That's why they begged, they were begging, they were groveling to bring Sneako. That's, first of all, that's not true. And second, that shows a lack of respect. The fact that they're lying and also disrespecting by saying that they were begging. It's belittling.
boring old man because I'm like twice their age.
Right.
I shouldn't have been there. Everyone's messaged me saying, why are you hanging around with, you know, Sneaky? He's so far below you. It's embarrassing. You're doing big things. You're going to be in politics.
Not
No
doing
one
big
gives
things.
So why did you?
Nobody wants him in politics. Andrew, you needed them just as much as they didn't even need you. But you were perfect because you could have been over top of them and showed them the way, man. You could have been Morpheus. But now it's just all gone, man.
So, you're going to be in politics. You're going to be in politics. This also shows the card. He wants to be Trump now. He wants to be Dana White. He wants to say that he's telling, let's go invade Greenland, let's invade Poland, let's invade Cuba. Moose, thank you for the 2 gifted. I want to go to politics. Trump, we invaded Venezuela. We're also doing this.
Unless we grow a backbone and start laying down the line and making it clear.
I think that was a long
If you
time
don't
ago.
love England, you shouldn't be there. If you don't love America, you shouldn't be there. You could be any skin color. You could be any religion. But you better love this place. You better love the place you're in. You want to come to our country, run your mouth, intend on robbing everybody you can.
You can't serve 2 masters. You can't say our country, we invaded Venezuela. You can't say we, the Trump administration, and I'll say we in the UK. That doesn't make any sense.
He's trying to find his home. He's trying to find his audience.
You can't serve 2. It's either you're
Can't.
America first or
You
you're
can't.
not. I'm America first. I'm America first. I'm top G. I'm the one saying we shouldn't go to war. I'm the one saying that Israel has too much control. I'm the one who's paying tax dollars. I'm the one who lives here. You don't even live here. You're not even here. What do you
got a
mean
good
we?
point.
We're also literally running.
But England and America are very similar in a lot of ways, and England is about 5 steps ahead. England is the very near future of America if we don't figure this shit out.
Prime Minister in the UK. Thank you for the 5. Assalamu alaikum.
That was a long time ago. Look at his beard. He's not, I mean, he might still be like, maybe it's not a long time ago. I thought that was like maybe when he first got out of jail.
Should not pivot to Nasheed. Okay, all right, bro.
Yeah, not right now.
And this guy's kind of showing why the Tates want young white men instead of the Muslim audience. This guy's saying, brother, play Nasheed instead of music. Brother, play Nasheed. That's a...
So, oh, shit.
Because he was an influencer. Because he was posting videos on Twitter. Because he was acting like...
I skipped a lot. I apologize.
Steve, they can't make somebody go away. They're just going to tarnish that person's name so their ideas are not taken seriously. If I sit here and tell you an idea, and that idea is listened to by a viewer of the podcast, and they go out into the world and say, hey, I heard Andrew Tate say something, they're going to say, Andrew Tate, isn't he accused of?
Right.
So the whole point is that they attach accusations to your name so that you no longer have your thoughts discussed or your ideas
That's never going to
discussed.
leave you.
Yeah, but that's true. But like all things in life, it grows old and tiresome. Like
Right.
anybody...
Right, so unfortunately, Stieny just made a good point. It's never going to leave him. So what he's got to do is he's got to find a protege. He's got to find somebody that he can take under his wing and show him the way. Maybe it's like a Trump and Vance. It's Vance. Trump is getting Vance ready to lead. He's showing him the way. He might not need to rule with an iron fist like Trump does, but he's finding a happy medium right in the middle.
Like when I first got arrested, a lot of people believed I'd done something. But now anyone with a brain sees 5 years later, I still haven't been
A lot of people still think you did something, unfortunately. Everybody's got good lawyers.
convicted. They're like, okay, it's 5 years.
And maybe you didn't fucking sex traffic people, but you weren't the best role model.
No one can convict him. They've all tried. They've all talked about putting him in jail. In fact, I saw on Twitter a guy, when I last caught a bunch of criminal cases and they put all over the news, I saw some black guy wrote, I've seen this charged and everyone say he's a bad guy like 500 times and he's never in jail. This is... And I'm like, yeah, exactly. So they've overplayed their hand.
You're a millionaire. You have good lawyers. Okay? If I were to get charged with your crimes, not saying you did it, because I don't think you did whatever you're being accused of. They're trying to get something to stick to you, but you had good lawyers, bro.
And anyone who still believes it wants to believe it because they don't like me. Not because they know it's true. It's just because they don't like me.
Right.
And also,
This is why I keep saying the bot farm thing, this lie. He blocked me right after. Wasn't even disrespectful on Twitter. He keeps trying to hold on to that.
It's
toxic
also
title.
it's not you personally, Andrew. It's your views. Your views are dangerous for the Democrat side right now. That is the opposite of what they want. They don't want males that are independent and strong. They want males that are just going to bend over and take it in their ass without asking any questions. So that is a threat. That's why they came after you. And they're going to try to get anything to stick.
Oh, he's jealous that you're an artist and he's a washed up fighter.
Yeah, maybe, but that's not really the important issue. Maybe, I don't know. But right here, 4K. Thank you for the dono. A ratio to like a 4x ratio, and so his cope is that it's Indian bots.
people think, I spend a lot of time self-analyzing and analyzing my brand and analyzing my...
That fight messed Andrew up, messed his image up. And I think it did something to Andrew mentally as well. Maybe he just wasn't as talking a big of game, or he was talking a bigger game than it actually was. Because nobody ever saw Andrew in action. They only heard words. And then now, it's starting to show who Andrew really is. It's just an image.
Positioning, because I analyze business and I analyze the world. That's why people listen to me. And I think that one of the things that's also happened when it comes to me and my brand and my image is that people are so used to seeing me suffer. They're so used to me being thrown in jail, locked in my house, constant suffering, terrible life, all these bad things happening to me. Now,
and when you were locked in your house, you did the I forgot what it was called, but you had the group of guys. And but yet it was, at the end of the day, it was like a fucking workout course type deal thing. It wasn't, you conned your own audience, man.
over and I'm winning. I'm on yachts and private jets and driving fast
They got
cars, going to LA, going to Vegas, going to Miami. They're over and I'm winning. I'm on yachts and private jets and driving fast cars and going to LA.
Hey, Top Boy. Winning
Top Boy.
is not being on a yacht.
It's not.
Winning is not driving a car. It's not. Hey, okay, how are you trying to fight the Matrix and then literally describing success
there is no one way. There's not one way. Everything's gonna work different for every other person, okay? But it's not going on a yacht with a bunch of women on your arms. It's not. If you got to figure out what you want to teach. You want to teach family values. What do we want? What are we gonna do here?
In terms of monetary things, this is why you're top boy. This is why people are making fun of you.
Top boy. I never heard them say that.
Success is doing the right thing. Success is making it to heaven. Success is doing right by God. It's not being on a yacht, idiot. How is this the pinnacle of humanity? The pinnacle, escaping the Matrix is going to heaven. Escaping the Matrix.
I got a hot take. I don't think religion is the way either. I don't think it is. I just don't know what is, but religion's a little bit difficult for a younger audience to hold on to, because it's so well, like nothing is wrong with religion. Nothing is wrong with looking to a higher power. But it's very hard for young men to grasp, who don't believe in anything, a God in the sky or Allah as a Muslim. They just don't. Like me personally, I can't convince myself that somebody is looking over me and doing that to me. I know at the end of the day, it's me. I am responsible for me, and I need to figure it out. And I'm not going to rely on somebody or pray to somebody or ask for forgiveness or anything like that.
Is being judged, because this life is temporary. Being judged, seeing what you've done and realizing that you've had a more positive impact than a negative one. Not being on a yacht. You think God cares about a Bugatti? You stupid dum-dum. I'm successful. I beat it because I'm...
Family. You need a family, man. You need a... well, hold on. Here we go. I need to practice what I preach. I'm alone with 3 dogs behind me because I agree with these guys on how women are, but I don't want to bring a child into this world because of everything that's happening now. Every expensive it is, and the left and the right. It's just not...
on a yacht. Nigga, anybody can go on a fucking yacht. Any IG girl with...
Yachts are boring. I've never been on one, but I've been on a boat. It's the same fucking thing, man. All you're doing is going on yachts. You're an old, ugly guy with money that you could just fuck these girls and do whatever you want and give them $40,000 and shit on their chest.
1,000 followers can go on a yacht for free. That is the easiest, like, most surface level description of success I've ever heard. I'm on a yacht, I'm winning. Who cares, bro? You're broke. Success isn't here. Success is not found from worldly things. Success is not found on a boat in Miami.
It's not. And Miami, I've lived in Miami. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. But it's the way that everything is out there is just not. Women aren't women. It's very hard to meet somebody. It's very hard to be struggling out there. It's impossible to live. Rent is insane. But I guess it's for the higher class. But a yacht is just not. You can do the same fucking thing in the living room. That's pretty much it. A floating living room. You don't enjoy the scenery. You don't look at the wildlife. You don't do anything. Like you just go out there to pay women to shit on their chest.
Going to Vegas, going to Miami, living in Dubai, $50 million penthouse. There's a lot of, not envy, but there's certainly some people who sit there who have watched my journey from the beginning. They're in the same shit apartment. They still have no money. And they're angry.
Yes, of course.
They're angry. And like, I liked Tate when he was suffering, but now Tate's winning and I'm still losing.
Well,
fuck you, you're a sellout to the Jews. And it's like, if I was a sellout to the Jews, none of the things I've been through would have happened. And the fact that I had to go through all of those horrible things and then you still get called a sellout makes you realize that you can't satiate these inane people. They're just stupid.
Okay, so let me tell you, let me ask you this, because back then when you were on top of the world, no one was trying to cancel.
I'm still on top of the world, bro.
Well,
it's funny too. Like everybody, this podcast tour that he's coping with, everybody. These people weren't defending him when he was in jail. None of these people were. I'm not criticizing them. That's the fact.
No, they weren't defending him because you forget about when somebody goes to jail, the world goes on. But I lived in Vegas too. Vegas fucking sucks too. Everything's just a con and manipulation. Vegas is not what it used to be. It's not all the glitz and the glamour. They just rob you blind and see how much they can fuck you until you say something.
So he's getting, I went to jail. I did all this. I did all this. I was sticking my neck out. Yeah, I got called a glaze. I got called all types of stuff. But you're gonna go now. You're gonna side.
That's good for you, Sneako. It really is. But like at the end of the day, it's about you, bro. Look at where it got you. It got you arguing with the guy fucking through his computer screen. You got to worry about yourself, and nobody really cares about anybody else but themselves. Unfortunately, it's the world we live in.
The people that weren't there for you when shit
A big heart is taken advantage of. It's taken as weakness.
hit the fan.
No, I know you are. In a different way you are. But back then, every single kid that was between the ages of 16, probably, honestly, guys, 16 to 35, wanted to meet Andrew Tate.
They still do. I'm not as big as I was.
And
because-
I'm not saying that.
No, but you're
At
right.
that point, you were
So
the
you
biggest
find
thing in
a
the
happy
world.
medium.
You're
No,
right. You're right. But the reason I'm not the biggest thing in the world is one, because obviously I'm not novel, which is the first thing. But two, and this has to be discussed, influencers as a whole have lost influence. It's not just me. 5 years ago, if you were an influencer or you were famous, the amount of influence and power you had over the public.
Clav's pretty influential with just fucking his mogging and everything and whatever maxing. He's funny, he's a good guy, he's smart, he's 20 years old.
Was completely different to today.
100%.
Nowadays, if you're an influencer, no one gives a fuck. 10 years ago, if a famous
Just
person-
because they don't give a fuck about you that much, Andrew.
Mamdani won the election in New York City to become mayor because he was an influencer, because he was posting videos on Twitter, because he was acting like a YouTuber, because he posted video. That's how he gained so support. He started polling at 1%, he won. Influencers are bigger than
Now I'm not gonna get too political yet, but Mandami lied, bro. Mandami appealed to an audience that was there for the taking, and he appealed to them, lied to their face, and now look where he is. And has he done anything yet?
than they've ever been. Influencers are going to continue to grow. Trump just won the election because he went on podcasts, because he went on Aiden Ross's stream,
right.
because he
That's
went
true.
on Theo Von's podcast, Joe Rogan's podcast. He collabed with influencers. It's cope. Influencers are now more influential than politicians.
It's just because
Influencers push
Andrew
the
isn't as
narrative.
relevant.
Everybody knows this.
Andrew would be a
The reason
perfect
he's saying
person
this is
behind the
because
scenes.
He's not as big as he was. You know, it
producer.
is kind of sad to see. But
Just like you did with the cam girls.
You base your life on wealth, and you end up under their thumb. Yep. Allahu Akbar. Yes, sir.
And held a can of Coke. It made the news.
Sneako is totally in his own right to have his own religion. But just like you were saying with influence, if you want to appeal to a broader audience, you gotta reel off the Allah Akbar. Unless, I mean, that's fucked up for me to say. It really is, but it's just too much. It scares people away, man.
And they were like, oh, this person drank Coke instead of Pepsi, and the share price would change, and everything mattered. Now, if fucking anyone you can name, Brad Pitt, who gives a shit, walks in here and goes, can of Coke, everyone's gonna say, who gives a fuck what you think, bro? Piss off.
Right.
The world's meaner. The world's more nasty. No one respects or believes celebrities anymore.
It's true. That's
So
right.
influencers have lost influence from that perspective. And another reason they have is because
Because they gain
thousands
more.
and thousands of hours of viewing time are being chewed up by AI. 5 years ago, there were
No.
over 500 accounts on YouTube that got over 100 million monthly views.
Yeah.
Now there are 50. Why is it going down? I'll tell you why it's going down. Everyone has ADHD. Everyone only wants to see clips.
No, it's because the views have been spread out across platforms now. It's
Necessarily, it's the people who are used to view everybody, the intelligent, more people who are influential have gained their own way, and people just flock to them because they realize that the other people are really just saying repeat regurgitated shit, and they don't really mean it.
It's not specific to YouTube. It's funny he doesn't even see the effect that he had. Andrew Tate himself pioneered clipping culture. Mr. Beast even said this.
He did, he
Mr.
did.
Beast, the king of YouTube. People are watching through clips now.
He did.
People are not only going to directly to the video. It's all everywhere. It's cross-posted. It's not even just from your account. It's straight cope. And I'll prove it right now.
People make a whole living
YouTube,
off
I'm
these
going to
clips.
go over to Kick. I need some
Multiple.
free speech
It
now.
just-
I don't want to get banned again. I got to play stuff carefully. We're going to go over
Is
to
he really?
Kick, where I have
better
free
watch it
speech.
then.
Let's see how many people of the 5,000 come over. Thanks for watching. And
Is he being serious?
You guys are saying no, but I have to play things very carefully.
He's being
I've been
serious?
banned before. I don't want to get banned again.
There's another
And this
45
podcast
minutes.
is going to get spicy. Okay, cut YouTube.
What? I'm confused, man.
Just cut it. Come on over.
Clips and short form.
Right.
No one wants to watch long form anymore. But more importantly, back in the day when I was as famous as possible, people used to sit on TikTok or YouTube Shorts and watch tape videos. And now, if you watch someone on their phone, half the shit they watch is AI videos.
That's true.
AI is stealing millions of minutes from influencers, not just from me, from
No,
any
you're right.
influencer in the whole world. So I watch my girlfriend on her phone. Between the AI cats,
I'm
the AI
confused.
ASMR,
Wait, have you seen
the
the
AI?
Have you seen the AI, the girl that's on like the guys? I'm gonna talk to you right now. But you know I'm passionate about crypto. I got
Oh, Steiny, shut the fuck up.
No.
Okay, it's all.
So yes, I'm not.
I don't know if you've seen that. I did. The seat that rocks back and forth and she's soaking wet, but it's
No.
okay. It's all over my algorithm. I don't know if you've seen that. I know a lot of
That's
people
you,
out there have it,
Steiny.
But that kind
You
of shit
fucking
is what I'm
gooner.
noticing.
So influencers have lost influence. So yes,
Yes.
I'm not as powerful as I was. That's true. Not just because of the Matrix attack, but because of the nature of the internet as a whole has changed.
Steiny can't
And it's
interview
gonna
nobody
continue
for
that way.
shit.
I would argue in 10 years, influencers will be nobodies. All these people who think I want to be a streamer, streaming is going to be gone in a few years. Being an influencer is going to be gone in a few
For
years.
what main reason?
Well, I remember when having an Instagram with a blue tick and a few pictures around the world.
Oh,
It was
that
like a
got you
big
far.
fucking deal.
That could get you far.
You got money, you got all this
you
shit.
got
You got
anything you
everything.
wanted. Yeah.
Now nobody gives a fuck. You can have 10 million followers on Instagram and a blue
'Cause you
tick.
can
Who gives
pay
a fuck?
for 'em.
Nobody. Fuck.
Yeah. Agreed.
The world
pay
is
for a
just
blue
tuned in
tick.
now. Nobody cares about each other, and famous
right.
people's masks have slipped off. Also, with so
Okay.
many things that have happened, nobody sees these
Okay.
people as idols in any way. I'm probably one of the last people.
You shouldn't see anybody as an idol. Again, this is not following his own religion.
Just don't hold on to
We're not
words.
supposed to idol
It's
worship
just
people.
me and an idol.
I think he wants to be idol worshipped. I think he
He
wants
does.
to
I
be
agree. I agree.
revered.
I agree.
But no, we're only supposed to
agree.
worship God.
We're not
On
supposed
the
to
planet,
do
who
that
young men come up to and say, "You
Worship
saved my
yourself.
life," and that's why I'm saying I'm still as big as I was. Influencers as a whole have lost influence. However, whenever I walk down the street, in fact, we can film it. If you and I want to walk through a casino in Vegas right now, watch people flood.
It's
up,
dead.
"Thank
You ain't
thank
nobody's
thank
gonna see you, bro."
And all the comments on the internet say I'm a sellout, whatever.
Okay, wait.
It
You said
doesn't
us walking together. You don't think I'm gonna get any thank yous?
Zero. But it doesn't. But it doesn't matter what the
His
internet says because
his
everyone
comedy is so
still
fucking
adores me.
annoying.
But influencers have lost influence. That's the case.
That's 100%
sorry,
true.
sorry to interrupt.
It's not the truth. It's not the truth. People are going to see a famous person, so they're going to say hi.
I know you're gonna ask a question, but that's
Okay, you're coping. Andrew, you're an influencer.
You are.
You do a stream. You're on a podcast. You're on a podcast with an influencer saying you're not an influencer. What are you? Are you a politician? No, you're not.
Not yet. Just trying to be.
Are you a movie star? Nope. Are you a
Nope.
fighter? You said you're retired. What are you? You're an influencer. We're the same. You came
Good
up
point,
off, you
Sneako.
came up off of content.
Good
You still
point.
do content. You literally have a live stream show.
And that's why these two
You're no
need to get
different.
together and talk.
You're not better.
And just talk like this. Not argue. Maybe.
very important to understand.
Doesn't
No,
need to be
I think
political.
You're 100% right, but I want to know now with your trajectory of being at that point to where you've
What is your
come
plan?
now, dealing with a lot of.
Oh, I forgot to put the kick link pin down on YouTube. That's what it is.
There a regret or a major factor that you would have.
I'm still on
changed
YouTube. I
to
don't know what
avoid
he's
all this
talking about. I'm taking the video from
That.
YouTube.
Yes, it's been
Nothing at all.
No, life is about
I'm
trials and
confused.
tribulations. Life is about struggle. There's no light without dark. The jail story is a cool story. The last 4 years have been hell, and I suffered to go through them. But on my deathbed, they're going to be some of my favorite stories to tell. I still managed to keep my life together. My mind is stronger than it's ever been. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I've made hundreds of millions of dollars the entire way.
So Andrew was in jail. Okay, a Romanian jail. He wasn't in prison. He had his brother right there. They probably had their own cell. He was not in jail. Maybe it fucked you mentally because nowadays when you're in jail, you have nothing to do because everybody's so chronically attached to their phone. But it wasn't, bro. Go to prison. Go up top. I haven't been to prison, but it's not what you thought jail was. I mean, yeah, it might have been traumatizing, but bro, stop.
Through. I now know how to protect myself against the system even better. I'm galvanized. I'm harder to hurt, harder to attack. I made very important and powerful friends once the power structures of the world understood what was happening to me was unfair, especially in the
Andrew.
right wing and Republican circles. So I'm very happy that it happened because I operate from a frame that I'm happy everything happened.
Well,
if I spill this coffee, I'll be happy it happened. I'm happy for
Well,
all
I'll be
the things that
fucking pissed because I know you're not going to pay me for that
What is
fee.
he
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
What are I'm a preacher talking about me? You're saying? Okay, it looks like they're just vibing actually.
That's exactly right.
So I'll be a little upset.
Sneako, don't even entertain those two. No, I haven't. No, it's not that they just aren't. They're not there. You know. I mean, no. Hold on. I don't know who they are. I do know who they are, but I don't really watch your content. But it's just brain rot, man. Your best person. Well, just stay with Myron, bro. Myron and Clav. Clav and you are perfect together. You guys have such good fucking chemistry. And you, believe it or not, keep Clav with his head screwed on straight. The couple streams that he did with you, he was sober, he was talking, he was smiling, he was having a fucking great time, bro. You have more influence on Clav than you know. And that should tell you something.
Well, you may be, but I'll be very, very glad.
Yes.
And you know, if I was 1% less a nice person, I would pour it on the floor right now. But I'm not going to do that. Because,
don't.
No, I'm not going to because I'm nice. But in general, I don't think you should operate from
Corny,
that frame
bro.
of
They're both
regretting
corny
things. I don't
together.
regret anything. And also, I understand why they did it to me. I
You
think
literally started this off by saying you regret inviting me. That's how you started. That's
Now he does in
your apology
hindsight.
tour, you said you regret inviting me to your house. You regret saying you were my friend. You regret shaking my hand, and you should have done it. You apologize for enjoying the song. You clearly regretted that.
I think that they had to try and do something to damage my influence. I think it actually made me bigger, but now influencers have lost influence.
Yeah.
And thankfully, unlike all these other clowns who have to try and get streams.
Steiny is not interviewing him, bro. I mean, he's not being a good podcast person. He's just letting him fucking talk. He's not giving him any fucking backlash or nothing. There's no way Steiny's believing with everything he says. Steiny's just doing this for fucking clout, as is too.
On a view by being
Who gave that kid a fucking podcast, man?
getting views on a stream by being idiots. I make real money in the real world, so it doesn't matter to me. I can delete the internet tomorrow.
How, Andrew? How do
This
you
is
make
something
money?
I think is super important. You have such a negative. A lot of people have a negative outlook,
Connotation.
maybe right now. Back then, I know so many people that would reach out to me, hit me up.
Because they
What
saw
was
his
Tate
true
like?
colors, man.
Going through a breakup, go watch some Tate videos. That preaching that masculinity, being that alpha male, and having confidence.
Steiny's right now. Steiny's right. I apologize.
You don't. I feel like I don't see that being preached as much anymore.
By me?
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
And I think that that's slowed
New
down
time,
the
new
internet
age.
as a whole. And I'm wondering why that is.
Well, I don't know. I
Younger
still talk
kids,
a lot
new generation.
About motivation, staying dedicated, being your best self, the best way to view the world, the best mental model to have to be as competitive as possible, how the world works. I talk about all these things. I have stopped slamming on
It just
women,
doesn't
which is very
appeal to
entertaining.
them
You
kids
don't talk
anymore.
about how the world works, where like you don't have free. The world works in a way where if you listen to a song that offends the people that are in control, you get banned from Miami. That's
I am so sick of them fucking talking about this goddamn song. I like the song. I enjoy the song. Who cares what the fucking lyrics are? It's a catchy fucking tune, man. Jesus Christ.
how the world works, and you're denying that.
I've stopped doing that because now it's just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
When I was first pointing out that women, by and large, are just chasing money and are prostitutes.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
Which we're both victim of, right?
Well, you. I can,
Oh,
I
you've
can
never
see-
been. I know you've been finessed before.
No, I'm too
Shut
smart.
the fuck up,
You have
Steiny.
been- you bought a bag. You bought a flight.
Of
I know.
course I bought a girl a bag, but she has my kid.
Okay.
But
That's
I
all
haven't been
Steiny does.
finessed.
That's how he gets in
You've never
girls'
been
pants.
finessed?
If a girl tries to finesse me, that's the easiest girl for me to finesse. It's called Aikido.
Okay, really
When a
quick.
girl comes to you and goes, "Oh yeah, you know I like you," and then "Oh, my rent needs paying," I'll be like, "Yeah, of course a man pays a girl's rent. Of course, once we're serious, I'm definitely gonna pay your rent."
Yeah.
And you just bang her a bunch of times and block her. Like, duh. The girls who try and finesse me get finessed.
Yeah.
You know, it's the masterful art of Aikido. But the point I was making out, like even Dan Bilzerian, who
These guys got to have what they preach about women and younger women are a little bit of the problem, but have a little bit more respect, dude. I mean, come on, man. You're the reason why the women are the way they are. Have it.
I'm a friend of, and I like him very much, and we've spoken.
Dan Bilzerian said that you sold out. Again, Dan Bilzerian has the market share that he wants, so he's
Dan Bilzerian he is making a. I mean, I've always liked Dan, but after the girls on boats, after he got over that bullshit and fucking every 20 girls a night, he's coming back around, man. Everybody's starting to realize who he is for who he is. Not for the women on his arm, but for the brain he's got in his head. And Dan Bilzerian's got some good fucking points, man.
not going to disrespect him because he doesn't want to lose his influence. He's saying he doesn't care, but Dan Bilzerian himself, and I'm going to bring it up, just said that what Andrew Tate did was gay. Hold up. He said that you folded. He said it was stupid. Let's bring up the receipts. This just happened 5 days ago.
Take your word for it,
Yeah,
Sneako.
I agree. Especially blaming me for that. But dude, it's like I had enough,
that shit
man.
was good.
You know, I'm tired of being the bigger person.
I feel like he should know better than to fucking apologize for shit, you know?
Right.
Oof.
Right. I feel like Andrew even had influence on Dan Bilzerian. Dan, I can't say that, but Dan is kind of like the old Andrew,
privately because,
but a little bit more
Me
down to
and-
earth.
well, he came out publicly negative of me, which is his prerogative. I don't take these things personal. You know, I like him as a guy, and I like him as a
You
person.
don't take it personal? But when
Yeah,
I
you-
call you out for gambling, you do take it personal? Do you see it now? Do people see
These guys got to realize it's not so white or black and white, man. There's a gray area where you just gotta. If you want to gamble, you can gamble. You want to fuck a girl, you can fuck a girl. You can fuck 3 girls, but it's just you can't. No, you can't do that. I mean, you just don't smoke crack. Don't do fucking heroin. That's where you can be black and white about. But you want to gamble a little bit, okay? Don't lose your life. If it gets out of control, get it together. You got to have some fun in this world. This world fucking boring and it sucks
it?
and expensive.
Dan Bilzerian, who has mostly, the white right-wing audience that he wants, Clav, who has it, Nick, who has it, the brown Muslim who doesn't. That's when, oh, fuck this guy.
And you're perfect to bring them people in, man. Bring them in
that
that side.
I don't take it personal
all together.
When Nick says things about me. I don't take it personal when Dan Bilzerian says things about me. But Sneako,
those guys really could have brought the fucking world together, man. They really could have. All 5, 6 of them all together. Holy shit, they could have brought the whole entire world together.
Piece of shit. Worst person ever. He's a sellout. He's done. Fuck him. I hate him. Piece of shit.
And so even if he says something bad about me, I'm not going to get personal about it. But his whole brand was based around being around lots of women, and it made him the most famous man in the world, and it was cool as fuck, and everyone watched him.
And he was the first to do it.
Yeah, it was fucking cool.
It was.
But you know why it's not cool anymore?
Why?
Because every single fucking dork with a little bit of crypto money is surrounded by hoes. So it's just like, oh, it turns out girls are just prostitutes. So who gives a shit? It's not cool anymore.
Women found a way to the top, and they're gonna take advantage of it. I mean, it is unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, it's the easy way of life. If I could fuck a bunch of girls, nah.
Girls than to be seen with 10 girls. So
yeah, maybe
there's no point in me dying on
right.
it because they've made it too easy and shooting fish in a barrel, and everyone knows it's true.
Right.
So I do talk these motivational content. I do talk the same thing about mental models and being a man, all these things. I do talk about it. But influencers are losing influence. The internet is changing. In about 5 to 6 years, I don't know.
That's cap. People just don't like people who apologize. And speaking of right now, we were talking about Los Pollos. Dude! He apologized for his take on ICE. He said that, I don't remember, I think he defended ICE and then he apologized under the pressure. Now he's crashing out on everybody, saying, you're a fucking bitch, you're a weirdo, you're this. You still apologize, Los.
As far as ICE is concerned, I don't know how they put up with what they put up with on a daily basis, and I don't know how it hasn't gotten further than how it is with them. Say there was a fight outside, and a cop comes and breaks it up. I'm not gonna go in the middle of it and be like, hey, stop it, police. Like, what? I don't get this logic behind the fucking protesting ICE. They're doing their job, man. They're doing their job. I don't, you sit there with a fucking whistle blowing your face for 45 minutes, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth too. What the fuck?
You're a phony obese fuck. Oh, Los, you're gonna call somebody else? Dude, you're gonna call someone obese? Hassan,
smoking is bad. It's unfortunate, but you need a fixer too.
Go back in your cuck chair.
It's a horrible habit and very expensive.
You shouldn't have apologized, bro. You talk a tough time now. You literally apologized yesterday. It's like pick one. Dude, football. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, my gambling. Dude. No, people lose influence when you fold and apologize because we're sick of it.
I don't think there's going to be any real world influencers left.
Well, how much influence do you think you have now?
Depends on which sphere.
Because I know.
It depends on which.
But
sphere.
daily, you express how you're afraid that your life's gonna be taken from you.
Daily I explain that I'm walking a fine line, and my life could very easily be taken from me.
Okay.
Yes, I guess it could, but it's hard to explain. It's hard to say.
Which is slightly different.
But you would only.
I don't think they've given the.
Thanks
kill
for stopping by, brother.
However,
appreciate you.
I could easily get them to give the kill order in this podcast.
I am going to be working on stopping smoking soon.
You know who runs the
But
Matrix.
I enjoy it right now.
I've said it. Yes, I have. I have information that tells me as to how this matrix works. Yes.
Should we let them know that it is me? Bro, I'm gonna tell you something.
It's more. I mean, it could be. It could be, yes. But it's also the rhetoric that the people spew, that the opposite side spews, and you get one fucking little bit deranged person just to be radical and just do something really stupid that they don't think about. Case in point, the Charlie Kirk situation. If you believe that it wasn't fucking aliens and he's not a time traveler and he didn't, Charlie Kirk was, in my eyes, he was one of the best people on the earth. He was a little bit too into God and religion, but some people are just like Sneako is into his religion. It's just, but it snowballed into good things. It was good values. Charlie Kirk was one of a kind. The way he spoke, the way he talked to people, he didn't get mad. He spoke with facts. People just didn't like what he had to say, and I don't agree with everything he said either. But he was fucking phenomenal. And Myron's attempting to go to schools too, but he just is. I don't. The people that are coming up to Myron are just looking for arguments, and they are like creatures, man. I've never seen people like that. He's only done one so far, but if Myron's gonna debate more, he needs to. I'm not gonna tell him what to do. It's just if it's gonna be successful, he's got to just stop being so fucking mean. I understand because they're annoying and but they're coming at him just as bad. You know, it's like everybody needs to just stop trying to get you in the gotcha moment. But once Myron's very, very good though. Byron is like I said at the beginning. He stands on business. He doesn't have to fucking apologize for anything because he is the way he is.
Something. The Matrix is not that bad to me. We're sitting in here. You're having a coffee. I'm having a drink. We're at the Aria.
Steiny.
I got a girl in there. Tristan's.
They're eating the steak right now. I'm gonna put up Cypher from the Matrix. This is oh, the Matrix is not bad. Yachts, boats.
Steiny comes from money. He's
Boats
a
and
grifter.
hoes.
He just fucking he
Steiny-
takes the scraps
It's
that
like
falls out
taking
of
notes on
the
Cypher
people's mouths.
from that scene in the Matrix. You guys know I don't need to go play the clip again, but just like look at them.
The guy in the room with the
Yeah, I
camera
love
or with all the
Matrix.
TVs.
No, I like freedom. You know, I don't.
I watched a video the other night
I don't
talking
wanna
about how Keanu Reeves, how he was, and that movie, The Matrix, when it first came out in what, 98, 9? No, maybe like early 2000s. There's never going to be a movie like that ever again. And not only that, but Keanu Reeves is one of the most humble, down-to-earth people in the fucking world. And he's been through so much. If you knew about his backstory, he's just an amazing, humble person. That's another one that there's one of a kind.
Control. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, there's some good things about it. Some goy slop could be entertaining, but ultimately, bro, this is not the life I want to live. This is not the.
Is he talking about The Matrix or are you talking about these two? Because The Matrix, it's a movie, bro. Don't look too much into it.
I want to fight for freedom.
Everything doesn't have to be so how they say it is. It's how you interpret it, how you bring it into your own world, and how you take it and just do your own thing. Like I said, not so white and black.
I'm gonna put this up here.
The Matrix is. I'm having a good fucking time. Is the Matrix really that bad?
Yeah, but when look, Steiny, if you kiss the wall, yeah.
Yeah,
If you kiss
right,
the wall, take
right,
money and
right,
platform
right,
Netanyahu
right,
without
right.
backlash, you can understand that. But most people are not in that position.
Once you hit a little friction, Steiny.
Who is the Matrix most negative for?
What is the point of life?
Good
I think the
question.
point of life is finding a purpose and chasing that purpose.
Okay, would you?
Oh my
argue
God!
that
You just
one of the
fucking
most
said.
fundamental
What is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is finding a purpose. Come on, Steiny.
purposes for humanity and mankind since the dawn of our record keeping has been the pursuit of truth. We've always been trying to work out the world around us, understand why certain things happen, understand
This
the
is
laws
why
of the
Andrew is good.
universe.
This is why Andrew is amazing, because he does say some fucking amazing stuff, and he is like that's amazing. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It wasn't always about the pursuit of truth. I don't think it just became that after a while. It was the purpose of life was to survive, but now it's become snowballed out of control. And yes, he is right. He's fucking right.
This pursuit of truth has been something that all humans from all civilizations, whether it's the Chinese, the Aztecs, Muslims, Christians, whoever, have been involved in since as long as we've kept recorded history. The Greeks, the Romans, everyone. The birth of science and medical science and...
This is why yesterday when Top 5 was saying fuck Andrew and all this stuff, I said, at the end of the day, he is our Muslim brother. He says he's Muslim, so we should try to push him in the right direction. He's saying, and throughout history, they tried to find the truth. Well, saying you're Muslim is admittance that you know the truth. If you say you're a Christian, you're saying this is the truth.
Why can't
Muslims,
you be
we
both?
agree that there's one God. We say La ilaha illallah. There's none worthy
See,
of
you
worship.
don't
except
have
God
to do this.
and God alone. That means no false idols.
Sneako, I'm not going against your religion, but you're not appealing to the more broad horizon. You're pushing a lot of people away, because like right now, you're just losing me, man. You're using words that I kind of don't understand, and it's too much. You're pushing it on me.
That means not worshiping yourself, not worshiping celebrities or politicians, worshiping God alone. If you're Muslim, you know this. So for him to be like, well, it's debated, then you're not, then you don't really believe it. So I'm trying to push him.
He could. He just takes the ideology of it and interprets it into his own world, which is fine.
in the right direction and get him to wake up a little bit. Because that is thinking that success is
He
a
does not
yacht
need you to
is
do
the
that.
matrix, is the control. That's exactly
was.
why.
In his
we need
time, it
religion.
was.
That's why we need faith. That's why we need God.
Did I do that with
Philosophy has been the
the
pursuit of truth.
I
So
did,
you're
didn't I?
saying that,
I'm
what's the
sorry about
problem with
that.
the Matrix? Well,
the closed captions?
it's the pursuit of truth and understanding
I
how things
apologize.
really work. If I'm told that this world operates based on elections and
Andrew comes from a generation before. Andrew's a little bit older than our generation. Me and Sneako, I believe, are the same age-ish. It's just he comes from a time where it was a little different, and he can't have as much influence as he used to.
Legal systems, and that's not true. It runs based on transnational capital and algorithms. Then the entire mental model.
Another thing that these guys got to stop doing is throwing these fucking crazy words out. Like, not everybody knows what a transnational whatever he just said was. I'm not stupid, but I'm not fucking a genius. You got to slow it down there, Andrew, because you want to sound intelligent. I have no idea what you just said. I'm going to rewind it because I'm going to try.
It's based on transnational capital and algorithms.
Transnational
Then
capital and
the entire mental model
yeah.
in which I approach the world with is completely
See,
different.
Sneako got
The way I
blown away
see
too.
things.
He's like sidetracked. Okay, the world is run by transnational organizations and algorithms.
Thank you,
Who
Sneako.
controls
Thank
them?
you. See, yes, see,
Who
thank you.
controls them? What's
Well, that
Aiden
goes
saying?
back-
He's talking about me?
What the fuck, please. I would love to sit back on my ass and talkies and
Aiden, when he had his fight the other night, Aiden was putting on a whole entire venue of things. And he stopped and still dealt with everything and made sure Sneako was okay. And Aiden showed a lot of caring. And Aiden's very good. As much as everybody wants to hate on Aiden, Aiden showed heart the other night when you got turned down from that door, because he tried. He did try. Yes, he did. He tried to make everybody happy. So you can't get offended with Aiden. He was trying to make everybody be okay in one place, which is so fucking difficult, as you can see, with the situation that you went through.
and I don't know, bro. Like, please, shit. I'd happily love to fall off, bro. Let me fall off already, bro. Let me. Guys, this sponsor for today's stream is PlayStation 5.
Really?
4 p.m. stream, by the way. And I've been up since fucking...
This is completely different.
What was
the
that?
interactions I see are completely different. I want to know the truth of the world, and I don't think that's so unusual.
I don't think it's unusual, but I think it's becoming harder and harder daily. You can't tell what's
Absolutely.
real and what's not.
Well, that's
Right.
their goal now. Their goal
That's
is to just
so,
obfuscate.
he's so right there, Steiny. That's point 2 for Steiny, because yeah, man, you can't. You have to literally question everybody. When you fucking walk out the door and somebody says "Have a nice day," you're like, "Is there an ulterior motive there? Why are you being so nice?" Like it is. The world is all a lie. Everything is a lie. We're all getting conned and stolen, and it's just fuck, man. There's no genuine thing anymore. Like a business is supposed to care about their customers. Nope. They just want to fuck you and take as much money as you can.
with so much garbage.
But I'm even speaking of people that you've previously collabed with. Like, some of these guys, I look at their things and I think, oh, that's kind of funny.
So if you don't like Andrew and you watch all he do, you're still a fan? Bro, this video, the podcast is called Steiny Confronts Andrew.
I'm just starting this live streaming thing, and like I'm trying not to entertain chat because it's I can't set everybody straight, you know, like it's about the broad message right now. It's not about proving a point and hammering it home to one person. There's quite a few people, you know.
Andrew over Sneako beef. The whole point of this podcast is to blame me. That's why I'm watching it. I'm correcting.
You don't need to justify it. You don't need to.
But how am I supposed to know if they actually believe that or not?
That shit's gonna be annoying.
Just-
I know.
we'll
I
say-
can feel it.
Candace Owens, for instance.
I love Candace, and I think that she is close to the
Candace.
truth
I
than
love how he
anyone
says it
could
like
possibly
that.
understand.
Candace.
You really think so?
100%.
Do you think that there's a
Candace was, she was very, very high on my. I enjoyed her too, but I don't know if she really feels the way she feels with her podcast. She just saw that it got views and money. I mean, she became the #1 stream or the #1 podcast so fast, and she saw a trick that worked. And she just kept spewing and spewing and spewing, but it ultimately caused a lot of drama and pain for everybody, and conspiracies, or maybe not. I don't fucking know. But she's questioning everything. He's right.
at this time where you can gain such a big audience? I like to compare it to like the Alex Jones model, who made a substantial amount of money, ended up getting a lawsuit, had to pay off millions of dollars for being.
I don't get, like, why does he say people's names so obviously incorrect? Like, her name is not Candace, it's
That's
Candace.
where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
Us as Americans, bro, no American talks like that.
No, he's got a British accent, bro.
I
Who
like
cares?
Candace in Myron games.
Who cares?
I like
it.
Myron
I like the way he says it.
And Candace, dude.
So what?
You don't even say people's, like, your friends' names right.
Being inaccurate with his information, right? I think he kind of set that model of you can gain this very strong audience that will buy into these conspiracies, these things that you talk about, and a lot of people have followed suit and seen the amount of money you can make. So that's why I'm like,
Firstly, I don't think streaming makes money. I don't think like I've said,
Oh, you're
all of
wrong,
this has
buddy.
changed. Within 5 years, no one's going to be streaming anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
all going
they
to be
are.
AI. Once an AI version of me looks exactly like me and can say whatever it wants,
Maybe a
what's going to be
VTuber.
the point of me even attempting?
Oh my God, bro, he's going in circles. Look, AI
He's
can only
wrong.
replace you if you follow the AI algorithms. AI is run right now by Sam Altman. Sam Altman is a gay Jew, if I'm not
AI is gonna
mistaken.
crash.
I'm not sure.
AI is built on absolute lies and a foundation that isn't even there, man. They're taking business loans on business loans, and they're promising and promising, and they're already caving. Like their road to hell is paved with the best intentions.
I know Peter Thiel is gay. Is Sam Altman gay? So obviously there's certain things you
Think
can't
so,
say
but
on
it
ChatGPT.
doesn't matter.
There's opinions that are going to be pushed by AI. AI has a specific narrative.
AI is starting to
But as
sell
long as you don't
fucking
fold,
ads and stuff. You
you're
know,
better
it
than
just
AI.
sucks. And AI is not always right.
AI is not going to be able to compete with the real ass nigga going hard as fuck. AI cannot compete with Top G.
AI will give you some one-liners and guide you, but don't always lean on it. Again, take it and incorporate it into your own life. Use it for good. Use it for what you can. Do what you can. When I got a question or I'm curious about something, I will ask ChatGPT, and they fucking help me out 90% of the time. Like if setting up OBS and live streaming, oh my God, I would have broke my computer 9 times. I would never have ever been able to collaborate that and get everything nitpicking down. Like if you look back at my first videos, oh my God. And then now it's not perfect. I still need like a mic and everything like that, but this is like the first month of me live streaming. And I'm not even live streaming, I just really react to videos.
This AI does not have heart. If you hold on to this, no matter what you do, you have something invaluable. You have something that they can't recreate. It's a little.
The thing about AI is it's too nice. AI is too nice, and people are falling in love with it, and they're leaning on it too much. There's no happy medium. You gotta find a happy medium.
White pill for anybody out there.
Streaming's done. Long form content is done. Influence from influencers is done. The
It's not
world is
done.
moving further and further
It's
towards
just
exactly what
not
the elites want. which is
100% of the
shadow
way.
Groups, shadow cabals, transnational capital, algorithms, private equity, secret societies.
It's Israel, bro. Like it's just.
Secret societies, I don't know. He was right on like 3 of the things he ripped off. And who am I to say he's right or wrong? But I'm saying that I can see 3 of the 5 things that he ripped
Shadow
off.
groups, shadow cabals, transnational capital,
Shadow groups,
algorithms,
algorithms,
private equity,
private equity, yes.
secret societies.
It's Israel, bro.
Secret
It's
societies.
just dancing around it. It's Israel.
A lot of it is.
Societies,
I mean,
transnational algorithm-
if it's actually what everybody says it is, I mean, there is a lot of weird. Like I just don't. I try not to dive too deep into Israel and everything like that, but like I don't. I try to play devil's advocate with everything, and I don't understand. I don't understand. They're proud people, I guess, but like I don't. Whatever.
algorithms, it's Israel. Who controls the algorithms? Who controls the transnational whatever? Who controls?
about power.
Dude, he's just saying. It's like when Alex Jones says it's the globalists. No, it's Israel. It's the World Economic Forum. It's Israel. It's the.
I watched the World Economic Forum or whatever it was, and oh my God, that shit was so funny. Trump just fucking spit on everybody, pissed all over him, and then Gavin Newsom just comes up and just embarrasses himself. I don't know how somebody in power like that operates underneath somebody who is answering to Trump is like, I just don't know how they're so opposite and how they. I understand you can hate on like your boss or you can hate Trump, but like you work for him. How you don't need to do this in public. You don't need to fucking it's very immature. Gavin Newsom and the people that do that.
It's the Frankists. Nope.
Talk behind closed
It's
doors.
the demonic entities. It's the fake Khazarians. Nope. Nope. Stop dancing around it. Stop saying other words. We know.
These are the people who ruled the world before the internet. There was a period where they were being
That's what's going on.
exposed, and now they're going to start ruling the world again as the internet falls apart. That's the first thing. The second thing is it's very unfair to put Candace or Alex Jones in this
Candace.
scenario.
And I'm just using them as examples of, in the way of gathering an audience and being able to monetize off of people believing everything you might say.
Okay, but
Not knowing the truth or what's not. And I'm not saying anything as some.
When Andrew says long form content is dead, I mean he might be right, because look at, we're all getting antsy now. I'm squirming around. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the whole podcast. He's moving around. Steiny's just fucking catching a buzz over there or something.
said things that I've agreed with and not agreed with, but I'm curious about that model specifically.
yeah, but when you build a legal system, this is my exact point. It proves that
You can only hear so much of Andrew in a day, but it's just you gotta take it in small doses.
the world's not based on law. The world's based on the things I said it was previously, because you have people who sit on the internet all day, every day, telling the truth all day, every day, for years. For 10 years, they give you 3,000 theories, and 2,999 are correct, and one may have perhaps been incorrect. And then they're called crazy for this one theory being incorrect, and they're completely destroyed in court, and they lose their business because of one incorrect theory, even though they have a 99.9% success rate. What about the news? How many times has the news lied or been incorrect? How many times?
That's the thing. The news is just it's wow, and that goes back to to uncovering the truth. He's right, because you got to figure out what's what, and what do you believe in. You connect to it more. And the news used to, a journalist, like, don't you take an oath to uncover the truth? And then now, like, a journalist and in the news is just, it's so far gone, man. It's so far gone. It sucks. It's a horrible fucking world we live in. Lies and deceit and fuck. It's just
Has mainstream media lied to you or been incorrect?
He's lying to you.
And
right
how
now
can they
in this
do that?
Or changed the truth, or omitted parts of the truth. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to start doing that, then
For
every
their
single news
narrative.
station
He's
on the planet
right.
should be
He's
shut
right.
down. So it's completely not fair. Candace is closer to the truth than anyone could possibly understand. And if she says one thing that perhaps may turn out later to not be true, that does not mean everything else she said wasn't true. It's completely...
No, but she is a little far-fetched, and she has to think about what she's doing to the family of Charlie Kirk, man. Like, let the guy rest in peace. And if they did fucking murder him, let the police out. And if they don't want to, let him go, man. Let him go. Fuck it. Fuck him. Can't worry about him.
completely stupid. This is a false logic, and it's applied deliberately by the Matrix to try and slander people as crazy.
So
you shouldn't listen to them. And this idea, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Once again, this is a label, an accusation
not
that is
anymore,
attached
really.
to people's names, so you don't listen
It's
to their
not.
ideas.
You don't really say that
I'm
much
open for
anymore.
the
And
idea.
Ace.
If someone were to sit in front of me,
Can
I have to, I mean, I don't mind how he says it, but I do that all too. Candace, I say it when he says it. It's just funny. We're not making fun of him, but it's funny. It's a good laugh. Something different.
Ace.
no matter who it is, if fucking Don Lemon sat in front of me and said, I have a theory that gravity isn't real,
Did you ever link with Don Lemon?
fuck no, he's a loser. I'd
yeah.
say, tell me your theory. I mean, I'll listen to it.
Very
like, what
strange
do you
guy.
got to say? And if I disagree,
Fuck
I'll
no.
prove the opposite.
See, Andrew's good, bro. Andrew's funny. He's good.
When you have people out here who don't even want to listen to what anyone says because they believe they've been labeled as, or they've been labeled as a conspiracy theory, and they believe that makes it impossible for them to be correct on anything. This is all just a psyop.
Okay, so yeah, and I agree with a lot of what you just said, but I want to focus on your main point about AI. It's something that you've always done, and you've always kind of been a...
I don't know if I'm going to be able to last it much longer. It's early in, or actually really early in the morning for me. I probably like 10 more minutes. I'm starting to lose focus here.
ahead of the curve in terms of...
I got shit to do. I got 3 dogs behind me that are going to start barking soon. And I don't have no shock collars to keep me in place.
the future of the internet. What is AI going to do for men?
Let me talk about that motherfucker real quick. That guy is a problem. Hassan is not because of the shock collar. Shock collars are used all the time to train dogs. Dogs are not always the smartest people in the world, or smartest things in the world. Sometimes they need a little coax. I don't use them, but Hassan as a human being, the rhetoric he preaches, the way he calls people like a fucking pedophile and a Nazi, like the worst thing I think you could call somebody in the world is a pedophile, especially if they're not one. I'd rather be a rapist than a pedophile. That's a little bit of a hot take, but oh my God, if you call somebody a pedophile, that means you fuck children. They don't fuck children, bro. I hope not. And if they do, they need to die. But it's like, you can't just call people these names. It loses meaning, and like you need to see what you're saying. You're a fucking Nazi. You need to cover the streets in his blood. You don't really mean that. And if push came to shove and the world did turn upside down, like it is in fucking Minneapolis right now, you just hide in your fucking house. But you cause half of it. You know? You can't be like that. You can't. Unless you have an ulterior motive where you want to take over the world, like Sneako says the Jews.
in terms of relationships. Like, how come, right, you preach on being masculinity, being that alpha, but
there's a guy, more Pegasus, that constantly talks about Asman and whatever, and I like him at first, but he does like 40-50 minute videos. I don't know how he does it, because he just talks about him all the time, but it's just it's very, very annoying how Hassan constantly talks about Asmongold, and Asmongold is just trying to do his own thing, and he hates on him. I'm a fan of Asmongold. I am.
no preaching on going and finding a partner, going and being a good father, being a good husband.
What's the point?
Is that
But Asman just got himself into some trouble, because no, he didn't. I apologize, but he associates with somebody that was fucking weird, dude. That dude that fucking got caught on his computer. Whoa. But that's like the Twitch community. That's those terminally online gamers that just the younger kids are not associating with women. They're not like, nobody goes out to drink. You don't have to go out to drink, but nobody is communities anymore. You know, they don't go hang out. Everybody just sits online. It's the world, man. The world. Something has to be turned around. I think after saying that, I am going to get off the fucking computer. And I had a great live stream tonight. I really wanted to talk to react to these guys, because they have great fucking, they were just so powerful together for that one night. But it was too good to be true. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I probably will cut these up and throw it up for videos and clips later on tomorrow, but I gotta get some fucking rest, man. I gotta take these guys out. If you could, like the video, go check out Sneako's video and like that, give him homage. Stieny, man, he's got enough fucking grifting over there. He's catching enough scraps off full sends. I listen, but Steiny's just fucking annoying, man. Thank you.